We just got the interest rate announcement. Shocker that it was exactly the same, unchanged at 4.25 to 4.5 basis points. But actually, during the FOMC press conference, there was something way more important that was happening simultaneously, which we were able to stream. And that was breaking news regarding the crypto reports that was released earlier on today and that we spoke about on the previous video. We had some bad news that the Bitcoin reserve was not included, but now we have some new news from Bo Hines that's working in the crypto working group. There's now an official crypto government website. Bo Hines says that we're still going to be getting a Bitcoin strategic reserve just later in time. So there's so much to cover in today's video, from FOMC, what happened, why the probabilities of a rate cut in September have suddenly dropped like a rock. There is so much to cover in this video. I know this is the third video today, and thank you so much for keeping up with me with all of these consistent videos. But there's just been so much breaking news. It's such an important day for the crypto industry. So if you want breaking news update like this, then destroy the like button, subscribe to become a crypto kid, and turn on the notification bell, because we are first on breaking news even before Watch Your Guru over on Twitter, which you can follow me at CryptoKidCom. This is where I post breaking news, and then obviously we go live, we stream, and we make videos here on this channel. So let's begin with the price of Bitcoin and the effect of the FOMC. So the FOMC left rates unchanged at 4.25 to 4.5 basis points. The reason why Bitcoin saw a bit of a drop alongside the altcoin market is due to one thing, and I did de-risk a couple of my altcoin positions on Coinflare and weeks for your information. So the reason why we're seeing a drop is because the way that Fed Chair Powell spoke during the Q&A session was incredibly hawkish. Like, from what he sounded like, I don't think they're going to be cutting rates in September, let alone maybe this entire year. So the probabilities of a September rate cut, when we saw that the potential of a rate cut by 25 basis points was the highest probability, that fell down to becoming the second likeliest probability, with the chances of the rate staying the same in September remaining the highest now at 51.9%. What does this mean? Well, sadly, people won't have money in their pockets for a longer amount of time, and that means that risk-on assets will struggle to see their incline like altcoin season. That's potentially going to happen later on now, which sucks. And when we go into the price of Bitcoin, I think the likelihood of seeing the McDonald's up option from this bullish pennant / Bart Simpson has become more likely. We're tending at the lower band of the Bollinger Band on the daily time frame. If we get a daily closure below the lower Bollinger Band, that's going to be 114K Bitcoin. So make sure to have limit to longs at 114, 112, 115, 111, because I think lower Bitcoin at this moment in time seems more probable than a upwards Bitcoin. I could be wrong, but this is what the probabilities are showing to me at this moment in time. So that is Bitcoin. That's what happened with the FOMC. What was the breaking news regarding the Trump administration and the crypto report? So if you are unfamiliar with what took place, today was the day that was scheduled for the crypto working group, which is a designated group in the White House, selected by the president himself, led by David Sachs, the AI and crypto czar, and Bo Hines. They were set to deliver a report on cryptocurrencies, on ways that they thought that they can improve crypto, and potentially, and most importantly, a specific way which the United States government could acquire Bitcoin in a budget-neutral way. So the crypto report was released. However, this afternoon we found out that the Bitcoin reserve details were missing. It's like a 188 page document, but there was no details on a way to accumulate Bitcoin. So we were incredibly upset. We made that video where we were super disappointed. However, we got news during this conference that was happening simultaneously with the FOMC that, well, actually, first of all, this 188 page document is going to be focusing on a lot of pro-crypto legislation, making sure that crypto flourishes in America in the proper pro-crypto regulatory standpoint. And that is great. That is fantastic news. So fantastic. After this, we got the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, on Twitter publish a video of Trump in Nashville talking about making crypto the capital of the world in America. And he's saying promises made, promises kept, which, to be fair, they're doing a very good job. We just really want a Bitcoin strategic reserve, like I posted here. So they're doing a very good job. That's for sure. They're doing a fantastic job 1,000 times better than what was happening in the previous administration. That is for sure. Eric Trump has been going on about Ethereum and Bitcoin over on his timeline on X as well. So look, everybody in the Trump administration, including the first family, is bullish. Great news. But what I want you to focus on is Bo Hines. Okay, Bo Hines is also in the same crypto working group. The Bitcoin magazine 1 hour ago said the following: White House officially publishes digital assets reports, says they will develop strategies that could be used to acquire additional Bitcoin for reserve, and Bo Hines says indeed. So yes, guys, maybe today we didn't get the Bitcoin strategic reserve, but there's a very high chance that we do get it in the long term. So what I want you to do is I want you to understand that now is a great time to be buying Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And even though if we see a good drop, even if we see a drop to the 114 range, it really doesn't matter, because in the macro, Bitcoin is going up and that is all that matters. Everything is lining up for a perfect end of 2025. And I hope we do not mess this up and we try to take as much opportunity as we possibly can, because everything is looking great. The cherry on the cake that I will leave you with is that the White House is now an official crypto website, which has the 188 page, if I'm not mistaken, document published. I will read through it and get back to you tomorrow. There's a lot of stuff about a lot of things. But yeah, there is now an official crypto website, which I found to be pretty cool. And actually, if you type in crypto.gov, look at that. Like, it's incredible. You have a crypto.gov website. And I think that is pretty damn cool overall. So look, it's a bit of a mix: short-term bearish, long-term uber bullish. That is the conclusion of today's video. So thank you so much for watching. I'm now going to get some well-deserved rest because I just came out of a 1.5 hour live stream. But I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all on the next video incredibly soon. As always, guys, bye-bye.